Hello everyone, this is my first video. So my name is Hanna, I came from Ukraine and I came in Berlin because of the war and I started my new journey here from scratch. And when I came here, I didn't have any friends or anyone I knew here and I didn't have German, so anyway, I decided to start my new way as an entrepreneur. So on this channel, I will share with you my experience. And also I will be interviewing people who started their businesses in Germany, in Berlin. And today I will speak with Karolina Kvitka. She's from Poland. She's co-founder of Finmarie and SchulGold. Before founding, she worked in international banks more than 10 years. And now she teaches teenagers and women financial literacy and investing. So let's go and find out more.
Biz Talks with Hannah Kotvytska.
So my first question is, how did you end up in Berlin?
Yeah, so I moved to Germany almost 12 years ago. I was studying and living in Warsaw in Poland. I'm originally from Poland. And after my studies, I decided to work in financial and banking industry. And in the way and in the career path, I decided to move to Berlin, to Germany, end of 2022. And I decided to work for Deutsche Bank during the time. I was working as a compliance auditor by Deutsche Bank. And for six years, I set up my own company, which is called Finmarie.
Why did you decide to start your own company and how did you choose your direction?
So basically, when I was working in Deutsche Bank, I noticed that a lot of products, but also the marketing and sales activities are not really focused on female clients. So there is a lot of approach attaching male clients, and there is no actually special products, and there's no special marketing activities focusing on women. And during the time, I was wondering what we can do about it. I was also doing a lot of research in order to figure out why so less women investing on the stock markets, why the investment gap between men and women is so high. If you look on the German markets, only 11% women invest in capital markets in compared to almost 40% male investor. So I was digging a little bit into this direction and try to figure out what's the main reason. And during the time, 2018, I met my co-founder, Leita, and we organized during the time the first meetup in Berlin. We met on one of the rooftop terrace in Berlin, and we were wondering, okay, maybe we should start organizing some more formal or informal meetings in order to educate women about the wealth, about the investment aspects. And during the time, 2018, we organized the first meetup, and we just during the time we didn't post it or promote it very strongly. We just posted on the Facebook group, create meetup group for that, and we thought, okay, let's see how many women occurred. And we were super surprised when we noticed that for the first meetup, we gathered almost 80 women. 80 women just decided to join to the meetup, so the room was full. And all the women, they have the same approach. They would like to learn more about financial topics. They would like to give a little bit more attention on this topic. And after the short presentation, we just go deeply into this topic and started to explain to women why it's necessary to start investment, going into the investment topic, why it's necessary to building your own financial path, why it's important to be financial independence. And you can imagine with 80 women, I mean, in one room, the discussion was pretty intensive, pretty long. So we finish, I don't know, almost midnight, although we start at 6 p.m. So it was a very nice evening, and this evening also show us, okay, there is a huge demand on this topic, let's do something about it.
How did you go from a secure full-time job to your business?
So basically, when I was thinking about setting up my own company and doing Finmarie as a full-time job, I was still working in Deutsche Bank. And at the beginning, I wasn't sure if it's the right decision going from, let's say, very secure job attitude into the self-employed. But then I said, the time is coming. If I not do it now, probably I won't be in position to do it later on. So during my second maternity leave, I decided to set up my own company. So with the first child, I wasn't in a position to do it, although I had this idea already in my head. So with the first child, I was already thinking about going into the self-employed status, but I didn't do it for many reasons actually. Most of them the fear of not having the stable income. With the second child, I thought, okay, the market is ready for this topic. Let's do it. That's why with my second child, I decided to start my self-employed journey.
When you decided to start your business, did you quit your job or did you combine your job and your business?
So I was working partially still in the bank, and on the other hand, I was on the side. I was doing my own projects. Yeah. And all the money that I saved during my career path, I invest in developing the product. I invest in actually to creating the company.
Berlin Biz Talks with Hannah Kotvytska.
Did you have any restriction when you started your own business? So when I decided to move to Germany, I was decided in first place to have the regular employee job. So I was working at the bank, in a German bank, just like regular job from 9 to 5. And in between, I noticed, okay, that I would like to do my own stuff. I would like to set up my own company. And then I try to figure out, okay, what kind of restrictions there are at the market, how can I set it up in terms of key in the hands, so really incorporate the company. I was also investigated what are the options if I would like to do my business in financial industry. And the financial industry and the fintech industry in Germany is very regulated. So that means at the beginning you need to really take time to figure out how the compliance rules are working, what are the regulations, what are the regulations from financial authorities like BaFin, what are the regulations from the tax perspective, also tax authorities. So it's taken a little bit time to just figure it out and find the way how to set up the business. I think at the beginning, the higher restrictions were on the bureaucracy side. So there is a lot of stuff that need to be really done in advance in order to be qualified as a fintech financial company in Germany. On the other hand, as a compliance auditor, I think it's the right approach. You know, it's not everyone, let's say, without the experience, without the knowledge, without the background, is in the position to set it up. I think financial topics should be regulated. The question is how deeply you regulate the stuff. You know, on the one hand, you would like to have pretty small start into the business, concentrate less on the bureaucratic aspects and operation, but more focus on the clients, building the product, getting out the first clients, to create an MVP and stuff like this. But the bureaucratic aspect actually in Germany is pretty high. It's below actually to the top, let's say, 3 most disadvantages why people do not want to set up their business here. Nevertheless, I was in the position to set it up. It's taken a little bit more time than as expected, so it's delayed a little bit the whole process of setting up the strategy, setting up the marketing strategy, but also going into the sales process. But by the end of the day, I think if I could do it in another way, maybe I would just approach someone who could help me to do it. Nowadays, you have a lot of services who help you to set it up, get business, so you can really concentrate on your own skills, and you can also concentrate on getting clients into the funnel, informing clients about your product, and focus only on the products and marketing and sales side instead of this operation.
Berlin Biz Talks with Hannah Kotvytska.
I make my video for people like me, for people like the migrant who just came to Germany, to Berlin, to make their own business, to make first steps here. So which advices will you give these people? So maybe 1, 2, 3 advices for people who want to make business in Germany. Yeah.
So my first advice for those people who would like to set up a business in Germany as a migrant, I would say just get the good connection. In Berlin, you can connect with so many people with the different backgrounds and approaches. So use the possibility to connect with them and to work with the right people. Every day in Berlin, there are hundreds of different events that are taking place. So the possibility of finding the right people also maybe who associate to your business or could be the potential clients is pretty high. My second advice is to just do the right research on the topic which you would like to implement. So if you are considered open the marketing agents, or if you are considered to, I don't know, open some any other providers, facilities, just get to know the market, check what are the possibilities on this local market in Berlin, how you can gain the first clients, talk with potential clients, talk with potential people who could just be the very good first contact for you as a client. So do the pretty well and deeply research on that. My third advice will be to focus on the staff. Don't try to be distracted from the other stuff. Just focus on the middle term and short term goals in the first place, and with the longer time horizon, you will reach also, of course, the long term goals. But be focused and really precisely what would you like to reach with your product. Don't try to build a product with hundreds of different features, but rather start with the small one. So keep it simple, keep it easy, I would say. So my third tip for those who would like to start building a business in Germany will be probably also language. I think the German language, learning the German language helps me a lot during the time. And for example, for my specific business model, probably I wouldn't make it if I wouldn't speak German fluently, because I'm in a very specific financial banking branches. So that's why it's also important to maybe get a little bit know the culture and how the best way to get to know the culture is actually start with the language. It doesn't need to be professional, huh? Mm-hmm. At least you are in the position to communicate in this language. At least we are in the position to visit the German authorities and just communicate with them. I think it's a good option. And maybe the last advice is just try and be very open-minded. So get the feedback from the people. Every day hundreds of different ideas are born. And don't be afraid to get the feedback from people on that. Yeah. And so if you know someone who is in the similar area, just approach them and ask for the feedback, maybe some tips and advice. And people living in Berlin, they are very open minded, so they are willing to help and get to know each other.
How it is to be women in a business in Germany, and it's really big differences between men and women, how they make businesses, and it's really important to make some special ways for women.
Yeah. So from my experience, I have to say, financial industry is still very male dominated, and unfortunately it hasn't changed a lot since I started in finance. Nevertheless, and nowadays you have as a woman a lot of opportunities, so you can participate in and accelerators program. You can go to the additional e-learnings, courses, platform where you can improve your skills, soft skills, but also but also business skills. So I wouldn't say it's harder to get into the business. I would say the range of possibilities are much more broader. So you can do nowadays a lot of more, and especially after the COVID, a lot of stuff is anyway digital, online. I really appreciate this possibility as a business owner, and I think in terms of how the women structure a business, it's a little bit different how the male business owners are doing. So first of all, we are looking more in the long-term perspective. We are looking also in the sustainable aspect to create the business which actually impact on every social aspect of our life. That's why I decided to do financial literacy for women, because it's part of one of the 70 social development goals from United Nations. So one of the goals of the United Nations is actually access to the same education opportunity for children, so like girls and boys. And what we are doing with Finmarie is actually part of that. We educate women on a lot of financial topics. We started 4 years ago, educated also children. So I set up another business with another colleagues, which is called SchulGold, and it's about financial literacy at the schools. And so I think the women basically set up the business in a different way, in terms of this long-term perspective. They're looking also very strategic in the way what should be the core main of the business. They look not only in the aspect of how much money I will get out of that, what is the return on investment, but they look also how they can impact the country, how they impact the social lives, how they impact not only the groups but also individuals. And also in running the business, they are more empathic, I would say. They have also different approach in terms of connection with the employees, but also with the partners and cooperation partners. So I think by the end of the day, I think the board parties, male and female, they can learn from each other a lot of stuff. Now, so if we will in a position to go together and integrate the skills, I think something big could happen.
Cool. So what directly what kind of education such as their company for women, for teenagers? So what is it? Is courses, or it's individual coaching or consulting? How it is look like? Which kind of services do you provide? So you tell.
No. So as a Finmarie, we are a one-stop solution for female finance. So that means, on the one hand, we offer 8 weeks digital academy, which is e-learning course, which helps you to get into this topic. Then during the 8 weeks programs, you learn exactly how to start with the investment. You learn exactly how to go through your money mindset, how to go through your investment. We show you what are the options on the German and European market. We show you how you can start with the small amount of money, invest and set up the portfolio. We also give you the examples how you can structure the portfolio, what is the good strategy, depends on your long-term and short-term preferences. We go with you through your risk profile and investigate what kind of investor you are and what are the right products. So this is the one path. On the other hand, we also offered one-to-one advisor session where we help women on the daily basis to manage their money and also to set up their portfolio. So it's like financial advisory, like small family office, I would say. We do not work with any special banks or financial provider or pensions, so we are completely independent in terms of what kind of product we pick up. And we always look what is at the moment on the market. And our goal is to actually not only educate women, but also give them enough actually convenience and enough confidence and self-confidence to start with the investor. Because we think most of the investors won't start into the investment if they were not self-confident about their knowledge. So it starts with the knowledge, and the last part is actually getting this investment part done. That's why we always said we concentrate on 3C. So the first is first C. It's like confidence about your own skills, confidence about the topic. Okay, I'm in a position to start invest. Second one, it's the control. So really taking into the action. So make it shit done, let's say. And the first thing is like continuously be on this path. So really be determined and focus on the path, and it's not do only one stuff, but really educate yourself later on at Kotvytska.
Berlin Biz Talks with Hannah Kotvytska.
At the end of my interview, I would like to ask you how you find time to your family, to your kids, to your business, to all of these things. I'm sure it's not so easy.
No, that's true. It's not so easy. So I'm not managing all the family stuff and business stuff on my own, Gott sei Dank. So I have the people behind me who help me to set up all the stuff. So I'm not the only one business owner, but I have the co-founders, but I also have the teams members who really support me in any activities, and they help me also to go through the hard process as well. At home, I also have support from the nanny who just take care of the children in the time when I'm on a business trip or I'm working a little bit longer. So I would say there is no chance to do it on your own, everything, you know. So you always have to have people who surround you and support you on that level in order to make it work.
Okay, and my question, maybe my last question is, what is your plan for the future? So what are you planning to do? How you plan to develop your business? What kind of result you would like to get in the nearest future? So yeah, tell please.
Yeah, so the idea is to run up the Finmarie on as an ongoing business, as a sustainable business, profitable business in the first place. And I would like to also concentrate on the topic of financial literacy for children and kids and teenager, because it's a part of, let's say, DNA in Finmarie as well. So the focus will be for the next years of making the both business profitable. The one of them is already profitable, but the focus will be to concentrate on sustainable growth of the both of the companies, and actually be in the position to reach more women, be in the position to reach more kids and families, and just to start improve the financial literacy at German school as well.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of challenges do you have right now? What do you need for your business to develop your business? Yeah.
I think in the first place, actually, the challenging is the market situation. So we are living in very insecure times with a lot of political but also economical unstable situation. So I would wish that this macroeconomic situation and geopolitical situation was better in order to run my business in the long term. But I know that's not that I can influence on my own. There are politicians and decision maker out there, and hopefully in the future we'll be in position to reach more people and more potential women who would like to start investing their money.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I'm working in the marketing department, so I help my client to attract the new customers. So I would like to ask you how you attract your client. Which marketing channel do you use for that? What works really good for you? So also would be interesting to know.
Yeah, so we are targeting different personas, different female clients, and what is working pretty well, it's marketing based on inbound and outbound strategy. So we focus a lot on education path, like through the events, through the workshops that we're organizing. A lot of mouth-to-mouth propaganda is also inside the marketing strategy. We also play the role on this female fintech ecosystem in Germany, and we also concentrate on the classical social media strategy through the LinkedIn, but also Instagram, the typical one.
Very good, because I am working with social media, and very often I speak with my potential client about social media. And in Germany, people have a lot of doubt about social media. They think that social media use a lot of data, and it's not so safe. And that LinkedIn, it's okay. All people from business, they are dealing mostly with LinkedIn, but TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, people have a lot of doubt about that. But you use, and you are with social media, how you deal with social media, and which is your, except LinkedIn. Everybody use LinkedIn, this is understandable, but except LinkedIn, which social media do you think will be more interesting for business in the nearest time?
I think also the short videos, like playing a lot of with the channel like YouTube, will be very interesting. So short snapshot video, which you can really easily play on a YouTube, but also Instagram. We are also on the TikTok, but not using it very actively. But I think into this direction, video content.
Super. I actually agree with this decision, because now really people like to get information very quickly, very easily. It's more easily to get it from short video. This is true. Okay, so today I had a very good, very interesting conversation with Karolina Decker, co-founder and CEO, Finmarie and SchulGold, and today we spoke about really important things, how to start business in Germany, which kind of step we could do, which kind of restriction we could face in Germany. And thank you very much. It was really interesting for me. Your story and your business inspiring, and a good example for people who came in Germany and start their business. And I would be glad if we meet maybe one more time. Maybe we could speak more deeply about investment, because it's also a really interesting topic for me. And I have some Facebook page, investment in Germany, and it will be for me very interesting to speak about this topic also. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me today. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. See you.
See you.
Berlin Biz Talks with Hannah Kotvytska.